AITA for making my boyfriend feel uncomfortable after he insisted on joining us on girls' night in. My boyfriend M27 started asking to join me in my girls' night in. Every time I tried to say no, he'd be like, "I have to join or you'll have to cancel." It made me and the girls miserable having to sit there with him in the middle. This past Friday he insisted to join us again. I had enough. I came up with an idea to get him to hate hanging out with us. Made a plan and told the girls what we were going to do, and they were down for OT. The girls came and my boyfriend immediately sat with us and started ruining our conversations by steering them towards him, his work, his achievement. So here's what I did. I started bringing up gross, embarrassing subjects, and the girls were eating them up by talking about them in details. Subjects like SEVX, periods, his most sensitive spot, cramp diarrhea, hairy legs, fart getting trapped in the vulva and coming out the front, squeezing shit out of our faces, cramp diarrhea, dirty underwear, and again, cramp diarrhea. We talked about this stuff in boring details. Like, I could feel his discomfort without even looking at him. But God, when I turned to see why he got quiet suddenly, he was getting red in the face and had sweat all over his forehead. I bet he found himself unable to relate to Thai's subject, thus couldn't take part in the conversation. He got up from the couch ready to head out. I looked at him and asked where he was going, and he was like, I just remembered that I have an important meeting with a guy in about 10 minutes and, I have to go now." He rushed out telling us to have fun. The girls and I started laughing hysterically. He came home and berated me, saying I made him feel uncomfortable, sick with the horrible subjects I kept bringing. I said, "What you talking about? This is the typical stuff girls talk about all the time," but he insisted I made him upset and caused him to leave. He declined to speak to me and been quiet since then. AITA? UPDATW y'all. Wow. Just got home and left this post at 70-ish comments. And here I am looking at hundreds of comments but only read a bunch. You guys, thank you so much for your feedback and enlightening advice. Just to add context, this is his apartment. He tells me who is and isn't allowed to come, and I thought this was fine since it's his place. Though I help with the bills. But he makes so much more as the head of security in his company, so that's that. I just can't believe how dense and blind I've been to his negative ways. He's still giving me the silent treatment, and I've decided it's just a lot to take. And so I'm temporarily moving in with one of the girls and will now be definitely reconsidering few things. Just wanted to keep you guys updated since many of you got engaged in this post. Thank you so much for those DMing me their concerns. Appreciate your time and concerns. Many hugs go out to you guys. I really appreciate y'all. NTA, but I have to ask, what on earth is this? I have to join or you'll have to cancel. Oh heck no. You have the right to time on your own with your friends. Is he controlling elsewhere? Please take some time to reflect on your relationship, because this is completely unreasonable and inappropriate behavior from him. NTA, I have to join or you have to cancel, is controlling. Rethink your relationship with him. NTA. But there's nothing funny about this story. Your BF is attempting to exert coercive control over your actions. Look up. There are red flags flying from all the flagpoles. NTA. But why be with someone who tells you he has to join you or you have to cancel? Why don't either of you think that you're allowed to have time apart with friends? You shouldn't have to lie and manipulate to manage that. Is that the kind of person you want to be? You two need to handle things like adults or break up. Well, he wanted to be a part of girls' night. He finally was. NTA. Also, I have to join or you'll have to cancel. TF is wrong with your boyfriend? NTA, but you are missing the forest for the trees. You're congratulating yourself on grossing him out into leaving and ignoring the real problem. He has all the hallmarks of an abuser. Controlling you, attempting to isolate you, shaming you about basic functions of your body. You need to dump this guy. Why in the world are you with someone like this? Why in the world are you playing games? NTA, but are you really sure about this relationship? This is controlling behavior, and do you really want to be the kind of person who has to stoop to petty levels to teach her boyfriend a lesson? The big question is, why are you choosing to be with a man that refuses to respect your right to hang out with other people without him? Edited to add. Thank you, Redditors. You are too kind. Set your boyfriend up with the lady from yesterday who won't let her boyfriend entertain his friends without joining in. Problem solved. NTA, because YTF would he start with, I have to come or you cancel, kind of stuff. Please dump him? Sure, it's different if someone politely asks to join and reads the room and takes part and makes it a good time. But this just sounds selfish and imposing. Dump him. Are you sure he's 27? He's acting like a spoilt 10-year-old. NTA. NTA, but him insisting that he come along to every girl's night out is a big red flag. That and him berating you afterwards makes this even more frightening. Dude is trying to not only control what you do but what you talk about. He seems to want you and your thoughts under his thumb. Do you want to live like that? I would run for the hills. NTA, red flag that the dude won't let you have time alone with your friends. Time to address this now or you will regret it later. Intruding on girl time turns into limiting friends in general because they take away attention and influence from him. Not saying it is time to run now, but I am saying that if you don't address it, you will have ignored a huge red flag. You're NTA for having your friends keep the conversation on actual female problems, but have you figured out yet just how controlling your BF actually is? NTA, why are you still with him though? He just screams controlling. NTA, you should cancel this relationship. NTA, this guy sounds super controlling and manipulative. You need to have your own friends and your own time with them. He's making himself the victim in a situation where he was in the wrong to begin with by giving you a hard time about having times with your friends. Red flags. Up. Honestly, why are you together? He doesn't allow you time with your friends. Makes every conversation about him in periods or his sensitive spot lol. NTA, your BF is acting like an attention-deprived child. He has no right to invite himself to girls' night, and to give you ultimatums such as, I have to come or you have to cancel, is extremely manipulative and gross. Your friends sound great though. I'm glad they at least supported you in your plan, even though it really shouldn't have to come to that. As someone who's gone through similar, I can say it's probably not going to get better, and he's going to continue to act like a brat to get what he wants, which is not a cute look for a grown man. If he keeps acting like this, he might try to stop you from seeing your friends altogether, which is super toxic and isolating. I wish I had listened to my gut and cut my losses sooner. So please feel free to learn from my mistakes, haha. NTA, your boyfriend sounds like he has either control issues or trust issues or both. A healthy relationship allows for partners to have space with their own friends, and there should be a mutual trust between the partners. Major red flags from your boyfriend.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.